Workers' compensation insurance is a form of insurance that covers a person when they're injured on the job or suffer an illness created by the workplace. A workers' compensation claim is processed through the Industrial Commission in the state of North Carolina. It is for an accident that arises out of the job or an occupational disease. When you have a workers' compensation claim, you have an employee who's worried about numerous things because it's their livelihood. They need an attorney to assist them in all facets because they could possibly have a disability that could be a career-ending injury. They have obligations. They have, more often than not, a family to support. A workers' compensation claim must arise out of a compensable injury arising out of the workplace. In other words, you have to be in the scope of your employment in order to recover. You also can suffer an illness, which is commonly referred to as an occupational disease, whereby the workplace, whether it be some type of mold, something to that effect, that creates an illness that has caused some type of disability within your body. And in a compensable injury, you have to be on the clock. There has been law that said that if you are coming into the workplace, you slip on a common area coming into the workplace, it's a compensable injury. If you are carrying out a directive from your employer, you're making a deposit at the bank after hours, since it's a directive from your employer, it's still a compensable injury, even though you're not at the workplace and you are not on the clock at the time. What you're going to have a right to is 66 2/3 of your average weekly wage. This basically is a form of compensation that kind of addresses your net pay, and that is why they use 66 2/3 of your salary. And it goes by your average weekly wage. Your medical expenses are covered, that being your doctor bills. These sometimes can be disputed also. Your mileage to and from your providers, your medical providers, also prescriptions, mileage back and forth from your pharmaceutical, and any other type of medical related cost that arose from the injury. Physical therapy is covered. Rehabilitation, vocational rehabilitation, is widely used simply because oftentimes someone is injured on the job and they cannot perform the duties they once were capable of performing and what they're trained to do. So therefore, they have to go through a vocational rehabilitation in order to try to get themselves into a position where they are going to go into another area of work. One important thing is how Social Security plays into this. You cannot apply for Social Security benefits for 30 months, or if you do apply for Social Security benefits, you are awarded Social Security benefits, they can offset your workers' compensation award from your Social Security package. Therefore, you have to have certain language in your workers' compensation award in order to preserve those particular rights once your award is given by the Industrial Commission. When you file your claim, and you file a claim on your own, there's going to be a description of your injuries, what happened. Oftentimes, you could be injured numerous places. Do not report that you had hurt yourself in those particular places, and they can deny coverage for those particular injuries. So the best thing to do is consult an attorney to make sure that you have every possible injury covered within the description as to the accident. If you have a claim or you're not sure you have a claim, give me a call. I can help you through the process.